smell like all the puppies. I smell like all the puppies. God, Stevie, you are really cute. Okay. So we're going to be talking about recall today. We're going to be demoing a bunch of different ways to practice teaching your puppy to come when you call them. The most important thing you want to keep in mind is being successful. You do not want to be in a position where you're calling your puppy and it's too distracting and they're making the wrong choice. So right now we're just going to practice a couple of recalls. Chloe and I back and forth. We'll use a lot of body language, moving away from the puppy, using a lot of, I call it cheering. So we don't want to get in the habit of repeating your cue, come, but once we've said that cue, making sure we're doing lots of things to encourage it. Clapping, running away from the dog, those are all strategies that we'll use to ensure that we get the puppy to make the right choice. So, why don't you start? Stevie, come. Yay. Yes, good job. Good. And then once that puppy gets to you, making the reward last more than just like tossing one cookie. We want to make sure that puppy thinks this is the best thing that I've ever done. Why would I never choose to come when you call me? Okay? Good job. And now this is really tough when one person's been treating a dog to call them away and get them to come. So I'm going to shorten the distance between us a little bit. Stevie! Use my name game. Yes! Come! Yay! Good job! So what I did in that situation, because I wasn't really 100% confident that Stevie was going to make the right choice, is that I did name game. The dog looked at me. Then I did a couple of pups, started moving away, and as soon as the dog started moving, I added the word come. That's a perfectly fine strategy to make sure that we're not pairing the word with a behavior that isn't your dog walking towards you. Okay? So we'll try that again. Stevie, come. So we can add a lot of backwards movement. Running away from the dog is a great game. Stevie! Yes, come! Very good. Good job. We're also trying not to hold those treats out in front as we're running away. Sometimes it happens inevitably, but I can keep them behind my back. Stevie! Yes, come! Oh, that was great. Good job. You can also add a little collar grab as the puppy gets to me to add an element of control. So the puppy gets used to being taught and liking that. Excuse me, Zia. All right, so another way we can practice this is doing a little bit of Stevie, touch. So you notice we're always working in other behaviors, like the touch, having the puppy sit for us. Yes. So we're always trying to get as many things kind of crammed in as we can when we're practicing. Maybe our main goal is to practice a different behavior, but we're always working in our foundation skills. So I was thinking we would just do like a little bit of a baby restraint recall, maybe just hold on to. So we call this a restraint recall because sometimes it builds speed and enthusiasm. We would normally do this probably as a little bit down the road. We'll show you with some of the other dogs that have practiced because they're really going to be amped up to come to us. It's harder with a puppy that's new to do this, but we're going to try. Stevie! Come! So we hold. Yay! You did it! So the concept is that dogs have what we call an oppositional reflex, meaning when I'm pulling them back, they want to move forward. So when I'm kind of preventing them from moving forward, and Chloe or myself are egging that dog to come, it really builds this intense desire for them to want to get to that thing. So again, that's sort of our goal, is to build speed and enthusiasm for recall. So let's see what happens. Stevie, come. Good job. Very good. Nice job. That was perfect.
Okay, let's trade out before Zia loses her mind.
I know. Come on, Stevie, quick. We got Zia out here. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to practice some back and forth recalls. Really, we're really trying to encourage these puppies to stop with their pogo jumping. So we want to keep treats low, even on the ground sometimes, especially if that puppy gains a lot of speed and enthusiasm coming in. So
Hello.
Hello.
The baby's talking.
All right, Zia, come. Yes, you got it. You got it. Oh, there was so much conflict.
Yeah, but do you have the treats?
What is it? So again, this is why we talk about. You can see that puppy was so conflicted. Like, I think I want to do this, but I don't know what the outcome is going to be. So that's what my.
That was 100% you.
Oh, okay. So what we saw before was kind of a puppy who really wasn't sure about the decision she was making. And so that's where the cheerleading part comes in. You have to let that dog know, yes, this is what I want. Keep coming towards me. Run away. Again, make those kissy noises to encourage the correct behavior. Because how do they know what's going to happen? They're leaving somebody over here who's got fabulous treats. What's the outcome going to be? Hopefully as good or better. All right? Hello, girls. Yeah. Up, 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 up. Yes, come. Right here. You got it.
It's so hard to
That
know.
was hard.
It's so hard to know.
I love her galloping.
I
now,
know,
like when she gets going.
She's like, okay, this is what we're doing.
Oh,
Hello.
not that kind of galloping. Hello. All right, I'm gonna bring her back here. Let's have you try to call her
Okay.
again.
Hi. Oh, she really likes it. I think
Ow.
she likes Chloe more.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, come back. Come here. Come back, come back, come back. Here. Right here. Up, 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 up. Thank you. Come on. Zia. Up, 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 up. Yay! Good job. Gosh, you don't even need a punch.
I know. So the other thing we can do when we're kind of in the beginning phases of this is we can just use the name game, or we can use touch.
Yeah.
Touch. Those are all methods of getting your puppy close to you. So if we're not certain our come isn't really a solid cue yet, those are all things that we can add into.
Okay, so one of the things that we can do in conjunction with the stuff that we've shown you with the other dogs is if you're by yourself and you don't have two people to ping pong the dog back and forth, is you can do kind of a treat retreat. And what you're gonna do is it's kind of like the find it orientation loop where you toss a treat out. So you'll need two treats for the game, but you're gonna toss one out, and essentially what you're doing is just sending the dog away from you and forage for that treat. And then when they're out getting that treat, you're going to say the name, and then when you get that eye contact, add in the come cue, and then you can run too, because dogs love to chase, to elongate the distance between where the treat was dropped and create a longer recall. So you're kind of adding the recall into your find it loop. So it looks something like this. Here we go, we're gonna toss the treat out. Sophie, find it. Sophie, come. Yes. Excuse you with the paws. Awesome. So I just added in something a little extra there just to kind of reinforce that Sophie wins the game and gets the treat when all four paws are on the ground. So that does happen is when you have sort of a freight train coming at you that they're going to be really excited and they might jump when they get back to you. So to avoid treating and rewarding for that, what you would do is you would ask for an alternate behavior that you would prefer rather than the jumping. So again, it looks something like this. Toss the treat out. Oh, Sophie. Right there. Sophie. Come. Yes, nice. So she thought about the jumping, but then remembered that if she does jump, there's no treat win in for her. So she came back and actually sat down, offered to sit, which is great because it slows them down in the process. And it allows you, if you wanted to do a collar grab, leash them up, leave the fun beach or trailhead or wherever you're at.